Whether you're applying to become an AWAL artist like I mentioned in my last video, or trying to get some other opportunity in the music industry like a musical feature or even landing a festival spot, every music industry executive is going to be looking for one thing: trajectory. Trajectory shows that you're on the road to success, and even if you're a new artist, it shows that you're worth betting on. So in this video, I'm going to show you what you need to focus on to make sure your music career is just oozing with trajectory, so that music gatekeepers and music lovers alike just can't ignore your impact on the local scene. So let's discuss. Hey friend, this is Ryan from the Indie Music Academy, the channel where we tackle the mysteries of the music industry, learn how to grow a larger fan base, and earn an income from our music. We're about to go through the 4 things that you need to show trajectory in your music career, but just a quick note, I'm not making this stuff up. A lot of this information was taken directly from the AWAL website, so just check that out, and then I'll also add my own experiences going through this process as an independent artist myself. The first of 4 things that you need in your music career to show trajectory is high quality recordings. This especially plagues artists that are just starting out, that are doing a DIY approach to recording and recording their vocals in their bedroom and still learning. But in the beginning, it's really easy to get lost down some rabbit holes, especially when mixing vocals. So it's really important to use reference tracks and to have trustworthy sources of feedback, especially when you're starting out. There's just no way around this one, but if you do want to increase the quality of your recordings, I highly suggest checking out sites like Soundbetter.com, and I'll leave a link in the description below so that you can check it out yourself. And on Soundbetter, you can hire a professional to help you finish your music and to sound better. But recording quality isn't the only element to focus on. There's also creative quality. Recordings that are technically excellent are not enough if they aren't vehicles for amazing songwriting as well. So make sure to always be honing your craft, to be searching for that new sound, and to always be pairing your music with a visual element that's also creative. Companies like AWAL and others are not just looking for a song, they're looking for a complete project with all of the supporting elements. The next way to show trajectory in your career is with fan engagement. And fan engagement is more than just having numbers on social media. There's actual calculations that go into this. There are some artists who try to fake engagement by gaming the system and boosting numbers, but a skilled A&R rep can see through that because of some key indicators. The key indicators of engagement are the ones that are really hard to fake, like Spotify monthly listeners, YouTube comments compared to views, and the number of concurrent viewers when you're doing an Instagram or Facebook live stream. I also just mentioned some calculations, and that applies to your normal social media posts, like on Instagram, for example. The ratios that you're going to want to maintain are for every 1,000 fans, you're going to want to get an engagement of 100 likes, which is 10%, and 1 comment, which is 0.1%. If you can scale up keeping that ratio, you're maintaining an engaged audience, and A&R reps look for that. So while having an engaged fan base is crucial, it's not enough if you're not cutting through the noise. Companies like AWAL that are doing artist searches will say that it's a non-negotiable that you're creating buzz in your community, so the answer to that is getting press. Not only do articles from legit websites and blogs legitimize your name in the music space, it also helps with search engine optimization. Think about this, the first thing an A&R rep will do once they come across your music is probably Google your name. So seeing write-ups on blogs and magazine websites and digital newspapers is definitely going to help your case when they do that. And guys, this becomes especially important if you don't have your SEO in order and you don't have your knowledge panels yet on Google. If someone Googles your name and nothing comes up related to you, that's pretty much a universal sign that the world is ignoring you right now. If Google doesn't know who you are yet, then you're probably not doing enough with your music. So when people ask me, does SEO matter for musicians? The answer is yes. Does getting blog features matter? Yes, if you can't be found on Google, then you're in trouble. And fortunately, I do have an in-depth course on how to rank. I'll drop that in the description below. The last thing that you need to show trajectory in your music is a strong brand. Every company, including AWAL, wants to align with artists with a certain level of professionalism. Having a professional brand doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be commercial or formulaic like a Disney Channel artist, but you do need to have some things in place just to show that your career's on an upward trend. The most obvious place to show this is your artist website, and you need to make sure that time and effort have been put into the layout so that it's thoughtful and it just looks good. Without this, there are some hasty conclusions that music industry reps will make about you just based off your website. It basically shows that you don't have any team members investing in your career and holding you up to a higher standard. Also, not having an aesthetic website suggests that it's just not a highly trafficked place, and that's not what you want them to think. Instead, make sure that your navigation is clearly laid out, you have links to all of your social profiles, and you have an artist bio prepared along with downloads for music industry reps. But a strong brand includes so much more than just your website. Every element of your music career, including past releases, need to show evidence of a marketing plan. So that means album art, music videos, photo shoots, all of that indicates that some forethought was put into your releases, and that's what companies like AWAL are looking for. They say it on their own website. We specifically look for clear evidence of a well thought out marketing plan, execution on quality of creative assets such as photos and videos, a clearly thought out timeline, and overall positive reception of releases are all signs that you're ready to jumpstart your career on AWAL. So if you're starting out in your music career, use this video as a checklist so that you can know exactly what you need to do moving forward. And if you're a more established artist, use this as a baseline so that you can always be ready for opportunities when they present themselves. Any artist at any stage in their career need to be planning and executing marketing plans to show trajectory. So if you need help with that, I highly suggest heading over to the Indie Music Academy and checking out one of our trainings. This video is basically the primer for everything that's covered. So when you're ready, click that link in the description that I'll leave for you, and you could continue your training there. I would also be doing you a disservice if I didn't remind you about the free marketing workshop that I have for you. That also comes with an ebook on how to collect all your music royalties and some awesome music industry contracts that you can use to protect your music. That's all available in the description below. So I hope that this video was helpful, not only just to apply to AWAL, but to show trajectory in your music for any opportunity that might come your way. All of these things are so important, so make sure, again, you use this video as a checklist. And real quick before you go, hit that thumbs up button if this video was helpful to you, as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss another music industry tip from the Indie Music Academy. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in a future video.